In my practice, trailer loading begins with opening the trailer and allowing the horse to be part of that process, allowing the horse to explore and touch the trailer without feeling any pressure from you to get in.
Who's sniffing it? Look at him. That's a first, Jojo. Oh, let me grab that fly spray quick so that she can. Oh, just so you know,
Sometimes
pretty
activities like
color.
applying fly spray seem like delays, but they're actually ideal for giving the horse that stress-free opportunity to just explore.
Crazy ones that make a big turnaround. Nice to have. Right, right. I don't know if that's maybe too hot for me. Usually it's like you get that like my cars when you step up. You hold it right over there. Instead of she's on the bottom of the chair. Yeah, I mean either way. I'm fine with that. I can move my truck. See how that goes, but I'm not sure. That may be too hot. Okay.
We do eventually move the trailer so it's in a lower spot on the property. However, since we were already there, we were already exploring, and he was already taking an active interest. I decided we'd at least see what he thought of the trailer in its current location. This is a power stance. It is not designed to pull on him. It's designed to block him from pulling any farther back. All I'm doing is creating a hold that he will have to find the way out of by moving forward and not continuing to try to move back. He created the tension on the line. All I'm doing is holding steady. I'm not actively pulling on him. I treat all horses like they don't understand how to release the pressure. When he took that step forward, it was important for me to let him know he had absolutely found the right answer by offering him praise. Another thing you're going to hear repetitively is me single kissing. My single kiss means walk forward. Max is not a horse I've ever worked with before, so he does not know that specific cue. But as you can see when I ask him to walk forward, and he does, the kissing stops, the releasing of the stimulation, even verbal, is what will teach him exactly what is expected of him. Now to be clear, I'm not actually asking him to just jump in the trailer so I can lock him up and be on our merry way. I'm actually asking him to show me that he's willing to try. A try can show up in any form. It can show up in putting his nose on the bottom of the trailer. It could be putting his nose on the divider of the trailer. It could be stepping super close to the trailer and putting his nose in the trailer. All exploration is a try. Right now, I'm establishing participation communication. I want him to believe that he is expected to participate, that it's not something that's being done to him. I do not pull him when he releases the pressure from a power stance. At this stage, it's not about trying to pull the horse into the trailer or even to pull him closer. This time is spent to show him that he has a voice and I'm here to listen.
I know, it's already very tough, isn't it? Already very
Did you see that? I was rewarding his try, and then it inspired him to try harder and take another step forward. What I'm doing here is I'm building trust. I'm letting him believe in me, that I'm not intending to sweep him or whip him or beat him into this trailer. I'm letting him show me where he's most comfortable and he's feeling safe to try.
Nope, wrong way. Wrong way. Forward. Nope, that's the wrong way. Nope, that's the wrong way.
Again, I'm not attempting to pull him into the trailer just because he released the tension on the line. However, I am going to ask him to try as hard as he's already tried. So since he's already been willing to be right up against the trailer now, I'd like him to at least give me that much. I'm holding him accountable for the amount of try he's already offered. So something you might see me do is completely opposite of what you would imagine I would do. I'm actually going to ask him to back away from the trailer and take all the pressure off of him. Not even about getting in the trailer, but I'm not even going to ask him to try anymore. A lot of times they hold their breath during this process. I'm going to let him step back and breathe. More often than not, their reapproach to the trailer is more confident than their original approach, and that's because you've established that your intention is not to try to scare them up into that trailer. Again, this is all about trust building. This has nothing to do with loading the horse on the trailer.
Nope, nope, that would be the wrong answer. It's the wrong answer.
Unfortunately, this video was done back in the day when I was still trying to figure out microphones. So you can't really hear that I'm starting to introduce the step down command. The step down command lets them know when the ground is going to disappear from underneath of them. It tells them that I plan to be their eyes and I will tell them when they need to step down. In everything I do with horses when introducing them to something new or helping them learn something better, I always let them wash off an intense try. How I let them wash off the potential built-up tension is I take them for little walks. Sometimes they're longer than others, but often at least it's enough to let them kind of go. Phew, it's over. Even if only for a second, it's amazing how valuable these little walks are. Now don't forget I hold them accountable for their best try. So his best try up to this point was his front feet in the trailer. So I've told him that I will accept nothing less than his best try. While he's in there, I encourage him through my verbal communication to look around. What do you see? Anything good in there? Touch that. Go ahead and touch that. It's not until he loses interest that I tell him to do anything more. As long as they explore, I leave them alone. Exploration is a try. As you might be able to hear, I'm now offering him the single kiss to ask him to go forward. I'm asking him to now try more. He's offered me the repeat of his best try, and now I'm asking him to try harder. Here's where I make the decision that we will go ahead and move the trailer into a lower spot on the property. Maxx had arthritis in his knees, and the high step up and abrupt step down does cause him to struggle. We want him to participate comfortably.